let us understand the meaning of, first of all, the chapter linear equation in two variables. And then there are a few topics that we are going to cover up today. In the next class, we are going to cover up the remaining topics. So, what are all the topics that we are going to cover up today? First of all, what is the meaning of linear equation in two variables? So, that is what we are going to understand. And then, what kind of graph do we get when we plot the points for the linear equation? We get a straight line. So, what are the different types of straight lines and their conditions? So, the first thing that we are going to study today is type of lines and what are the conditions required. So, there can be questions on conditions as well. So, that is what also we are going to do the questions. Second is the graphical method. So these are the two topics that we are going to consider today. Okay. So in graphical method, you are supposed to draw it on the graph. So today we are going to draw the graph in your notebook, or I will draw it on the board, but later on you draw it in the graph paper. Okay. So see, how do we start? Let us start. So let us understand first of all the meaning of linear equation. The meaning of linear equation means the word linear you have studied in the chapter polynomial. What does the word linear means? Degree is 1. Linear means degree is 1. Equation means you will have equal to sign. In polynomials, you had just written expression px equal to something. X square minus 5x plus 6. You didn't write what is it equal to. So if it is equal to 5, equal to 0, whatever. So here we are going to have equal to sign. And how many variables we'll have? We'll have two variables. So normally we use x and y. It's not necessary x and y. You can use any variable. Okay, so there were other variables that had to be used, but now that topic is deleted, so we'll deal only with x and y. If in the question it is given x and y, you will find out the value of x and y. If it is s and t, you will find out the value of s and t, u, v, whatever the variables are there. So accordingly, you will have to find out the values of the variables, right? So first of all, the standard equation of a linear equation is ax plus by plus c equal to 0. You have studied in 9th standard, where you found out the values of a, b and c. But since you are going to find out the values of x and y, there are two variables, you need two equations to solve. If it is one variable, you need only one equation to solve. What do you mean by to solve? To solve means find the value of that variable. Solve means to find the value of that variable. So here the variables are x and y. You want to find out the values of x and y. Okay. So since there are two variables x and y, we need two equations. So those two equations, we'll write it as a1x plus b1y plus c1 equal to 0. a2x plus b2y plus c2 equal to 0. So these are the two equations that we'll have. Okay. The graph of a linear equation is a straight line. How it comes as a straight line we'll cover up later on. First, let us understand that what are the conditions and what are the different type of lines you can have. Okay, so what are the different type of lines that you can draw? Types of lines. It can be intersecting lines. Intersecting lines means there will be two lines because there are two equations. There are two equations. For each equation, you are going to have one line. So there are two equations, you will have two lines. So these two lines are meeting at a point. So this intersection point is the solution, x and y. This intersecting point is the solution of x and y. When you draw it on the graph, you can find out this point from the graph. Wherever the lines intersect, you will find out the value of this point. So this point x and y is the solution. So these are intersecting lines. The condition according to this for intersecting line is A1 upon A2 not equal to B1 upon B2. The next is infinite solution. Sorry, this is called as unique solution. Sorry, this is called as unique solution. Unique solution, why? Because you have only one solution of x and y. Then you have coincident lines. Coincident line means one line is above the another line. So in this coincident line, can you tell me how many points are they intersecting? Infinite points they are intersecting. So they will have infinite solution. Unique solution because only one value of x and y. Infinite solution because they are meeting at infinite points. The condition for it is A1 upon A2 equal to B1 upon B2 equal to C1 upon C2. And the third condition is parallel lines. Yes. So are they intersecting anywhere? Not intersecting, so no solution. So condition for them is A1 upon A2 equal to B1 upon B2 not equal to C1 upon C2. So it is no solution. You can write it till here, then we'll do questions on this first of all, and then we'll do with the graphical method. If you have already written, we can go to the next topic. Done? Okay. So if you see the first exercise, there the questions are, and we'll do with word problems also. Like in the last chapter of quadratic equation, I taught you how to crack the word problem. Similarly, here also there will be word problems and you have to deal in the same manner. Nothing new. Okay. So we'll go to the word problems later on. First we'll do with the questions on this. So if you see exercise 3.1, question number 2. On comparing the ratios A1 upon A2, B1 upon B2 and C1 upon C2, find whether the lines represent intersecting at a point parallel or coincident. Okay. So the first question is 5x minus 4y plus 8 equal to 0. Another is 7x plus 6y minus 9 equal to 0. So first of all, can you tell me the values of A1, B1 and C1? A1 is 5, B1 and C1. Similarly, A2, B2, 6, C2 minus 9. First of all, we'll find A1 upon A2, 5 upon 7, and B1 upon B2, minus 4 by 6. If you cut, you get minus 2 by 3. So here itself, if you see that A1 upon A2 is not equal to B1 upon B2, no need to find C1 upon C2. Our first condition is satisfied, that is unique solution. So if it is unique solution means which kind of lines are they? Intersecting lines. So therefore, intersecting lines. One more question we'll do. Second one. 9x plus 3y plus 12 equal to 0 and 18x plus 6y plus 24 equal to 0. So what is A1? 9, B1 and C1 12, A2 18, B2 6 and C2 24. What is A1 upon A2? 9 upon 8 is 1 upon 2. B1 upon B2 is 3 upon 6, that is 1 upon 2. And C1 upon C2 is 12 upon 24, that is 1 upon 2. So since all the three ratios are equal, so what kind of solutions they form? Coincident lines. So do the third one of your own. Huh? Parallel lines. Not the answer? Fine. The third question is, on comparing the ratios, you have to find out whether the equations are consistent or inconsistent. Consistent condition is when you have either unique solution or infinitely many solution. And inconsistent is no solution. Because consistent means they have a solution, no matter one or many. Consistent means they have solution, one or many. Inconsistent means no solution. So same way, let's do the question number third. Why I'm doing? Because you usually feel uneasy with the fractional portion. So what are you going to do? You are going to take the LCM and remove the fraction. You can also directly find out the ratio, but again, when you deal with fraction, you usually do mistakes. So what I am going to do? Take the LCM. So what will be LCM? 2 and 3 LCM is 6. Multiply. जोर से बोलो. Plus equal to 7. Take 6 on the other side. So you can take this 42 on the other side, or mentally you can also think that C1 is minus 42 by taking 42 on the other side. Here, if you want, you can take 42 on the other side. So minus 42 equal to 0, and here minus 14 equal to 0. So what is A1? 9. See, I am writing down the values of A1, B1 and C1 first, and then I am finding out the ratio. Don't try to become smart and directly do it, otherwise you will make mistakes. And these are very easy questions. If you make mistake in such questions, it will be difficult to score good marks then. Okay? A1, B1 is 10, C1 is minus 42, A2 9, B2 minus 10, C2 minus 14. So A1 upon A2 is 9 upon 9, that is, and B1 upon B2 is 10 upon minus 10, that is. So are they equal ratios? No. 1 and minus 1. So ratios are not equal. So which kind of condition are we getting? Unique solution. And in unique solution, we call it as, therefore, consistent. Understand? So same type of questions you can do. Okay? So there are questions on this also. If you have got the sheet, take it out. We will do a few questions from that. Where we need to find out the value of K. So here you need to find out the value of K, given that they have unique solution. So unique solution, we need only the value of A1, A2 and B1, B2. Unique solution, you have this condition. So what is A1? 2. B1? 5. We can write C1, but presently not required. So what will be C1? Can you tell me? Minus 7. Okay, good. A2? 3. And B2? minus k. Condition is a1 upon a2 not equal to b1 upon b2. So it becomes 2 upon 3 not equal to 5 upon minus k. Do cross multiplication. What do you get? Minus 2k not equal to, so k not equal to minus 15 by 2. So this is the answer for k. Understand? Do it. So in the next question it is given, in this question it is given that they have no solution. So for no solution, you remember the condition? What is the condition? Tell me.
A1 upon A2 equals B1 upon A2 is not equal.
Not very good. So first write down the value of A1.
Okay.
जोर से बोलो.
2
And C1 minus 1. A2 5, B2
minus 3
and C2 2. C2 is 2. So condition for no solution is A1 upon A2 equal to B1 upon B2 not equal to C1 upon C2. So this not equal to, you can obviously observe that these are not equal, the ratios is not equal. So, and that does not involve the value of k even. So there is no point of using this. What you have to use is this portion. So put the values. K upon, so
minus 3k equals to 3
the k equal to,
minus 2.
so similar question, if you remember in quadratic equation also we did with finding out the value of k when discriminant was 0. So here also the same way you have to use the condition. So one more difficult question we'll do and then we'll switch on to the graphical method. And I'm going to give an announcement related to the NEET exam also. So I'm going to make a short. So watch that short later on. चलेगा. चलो. So here it is given infinite solutions. Let us write down the conditions again. First of all, A1, B1, C1. Tell me.
B1 equals to K minus
K minus 3, B1,
3
and C1 minus K, A2, K, B2, K, C2 minus 12. Thoda loudly. A1 upon A2 equal to B1 upon B2 equal to C1 upon C2 is the condition for infinitely many solutions. Put the values. K minus 3 upon K equal to
minus K upon minus 12.
so we can cut this minus minus. You can you should find out the value using this two, as well as you should find out the value of using this two. Okay, if you observe, we will get a quadratic. Multiply K into K minus 3 equal to 3K.
Yes, K square minus 3K.
Bring this 3K on the other side, so it becomes equal to, so K square minus 6K equal to 0. So you see that it is quadratic. If it is quadratic, how many values of K? 2 values. So what is common?
K minus 6.
So what are the values of K?
K
0 and
6.
in fact it should be OR. Excuse me. So we have used this two and found out two values of K. Now we'll use this two. So what will you get? Cross multiply.
36.
36 is equal to
K square.
K square. So take 36 on the other side. So K square minus 36, 0. So how will you do this factorization? Tell me.
K square equal to
Minus 6 square. Which identity?
K square.
What do you get?
K minus 6. K plus 6.
So
K plus 6.
6. So what is the common value between them? 6. Answer is 6. So this type of questions can be asked. Okay. One more thing. Again, there can be condition when this K forms a linear equation and you can solve a linear equation. Understand? Many times there can be, instead of K, there can be two variables A and B with X and Y. And those A and B, after using this condition, will also form two linear equations which we need to solve in the chapter that however I am going to teach you to solve. That is the three conditions I am going to teach you later on. Because I haven't taught you how to solve those two linear equations, I am not taking up that question right now. When I teach those methods to solve the linear equation, then I will do that condition. Because if I take that condition, I will have to leave the question in between unsolved, because you don't know presently how to solve the linear equations. Okay, I will take that question later on. Complete it. Done? Okay. So now I'm going to, so the first topic we have done is to use these conditions to find out the value of k, and also use the conditions to find out whether the lines are parallel, coincident or intersecting. And we have also done questions on how to find out the value of k if the conditions are given. Either you have to find out the condition or condition is given and you have to find the value of k. So you have done the question on the first topic. So now we'll do on the methods of solving the linear equation. So basically there are three methods to solve linear equation. Now to solve means what? Find value of x and y. In quadratic also it was written solve. Solve means find x because there was only one variable. Here there are two variables. So solve means find x and y. Okay. So there are three methods to solve. The first method is graphical method that you need to do on graph paper. Second is substitution method. The third is elimination method. And the fourth is cross multiplication method, which is now deleted from the syllabus. So we are not going to do this topic. So this is deleted, so we are going to learn these three topics. So today we are going to learn the first topic, graphical method. So today just we are going to draw the graph with the equations given. Next time we'll make the equations. We'll learn how to convert the word problem into equations. Okay, so next class we'll learn how to convert the word problem into equations. Today only the equations we'll use to draw the graph, right? So let's do with this. So let's say we take the example from the textbook itself. Example 1, we are given x plus 3y equal to 6 and 2x minus 3y equal to 12. So when you draw the graph, there can be three conditions that will appear. Either the graph will be somewhat like this. So suppose these are the x and y coordinates. The lines may be somewhat like this. Anywhere they may meet. Okay. Or you can also get lines like this. So these are parallel lines. Or you will get coincident like this, one above the other. So any one such type of graph you will get when you draw with graphical method. ये figure बनने वाली है और कुछ नया नहीं बनेगा, right? So I am going to erase this cross multiplication right now. So suppose these are the two equations given. Now we have studied in 9th standard how to find solutions in chapter 4, linear equation in two variable. So if you remember, it's good. Otherwise, if you don't remember, we'll do the practice. You make either x or y as a subject. Now making subject means writing, suppose if you want to write x as a subject, you write x equal to what? And if you want to write y as a subject, so y equal to what? Excuse me. X equal to 6 minus 3y. If you want to write x as a subject, or if you want to write y as a subject, so 3y equal to 6 minus x, y equal to 6 minus x upon 3. I think writing x as a subject will be easy. So x equal to 6 minus 3y. Minimum you will find out three solutions. The reason to find out the three solutions is that main point. Three solutions compulsory. Even if you make two solutions, you may get correct answer. I said may get because if you join 2 points, they will always form a straight line. But that straight line is the correct straight line or not, you won't find out the mistake. Whereas if you join 3 points, then it will be always a correct straight line. Suppose if you are doing it wrong, you won't get the points in a straight line. If you don't get all the 3 points on a straight line, understand that you have made a mistake. The mistakes can be of two types, either in plotting the point or finding out the point. Okay, so if you don't get a straight line, mark this thing, write it down. Two mistakes. Two mistakes. फिर मुझे बोलने का नहीं कि सर मिस्टेक क्या है, मेरी स्ट्रेट लाइन नहीं आ रही है, समझ जाना इन दोनों में से एक मिस्टेक होगी, आइदर फाइंडिंग द पॉइंट्स और प्लॉटिंग द पॉइंट्स, नथिंग मोर. But how many minimum points are you going to find? Three solution. Because two solution will make you a straight, will give you a straight line, but whether it is right or wrong, you won't know. Okay? So let's come back. So here we are going to always first write down the value of x and then the value of y. Assume any value of y. Let's say y value is 0. Assume any value of y. And we are going to find out the value of x such that the values of x are not in fraction. Here it won't be an issue, but in other questions there may be an issue. So find out those values which are not in fraction or decimal, because plotting those fraction or decimal will be difficult. So try to get integer values. Okay, integral value. So if you put y as 0, 3 into 0, 6 minus 0, 6. You can take any other point. Y value, let's say 2. 3 into 2, 6 minus 6. Take any other point if you want. You can take negative values as well. Minus 2. Chalo, minus 2. Minus 3 into minus 2. Plus 6. Plus 6 plus 6. 12. Okay? So we'll take the other point as well. Here you want to make x as a subject or y as a subject?
Y.
Because since y term is having minus sign, the common mistake that you are going to do is you will write 3y equal to 12 minus 2x. This is wrong. What is wrong? Minus 3y. Then y equal to 12 minus 2x upon, again you will think minus 3 on the side will become plus 3. So again this is wrong. It will be minus 3. Now here calculation will become difficult because you have to divide by minus. So better we consider x as a subject. All are in plus. Remember, you cannot cut this 2 and 12. How many solutions? Again, first of all, consider value of y as 0, easiest value. 3 into 0. So, 12 upon 2 is 6. Take value of y as now 4. Okay, 4. 3 into 4. 12. 12 plus 12? 24 upon 2, 12. Take minus 2. 3 into minus 2? Minus 6. 12 minus 6? 6 upon 2? 3. So we are going to plot these points. Presently I am doing it on the board. You will draw it on the graph paper. Okay. So first of all, we'll plot 6 comma 0. Where is it? 6 comma 0?
On the axis.
On the x-axis here. So this is 6 comma 0. Then 0 comma 2
On the side.
on the y-axis. 0 comma 2. Then 12 comma minus 2. So 12 is here and minus 2 will come somewhere over here. My points cannot be accurate because I am drawing a rough figure. Okay. So once you plot the point for the first line, you join them. Because if you leave these points unjoined and plot the points of the second line, you might get confused कि ये point किसका था. तो plot करके join कर दो. So we'll join. My will be little bit crooked. Always mark ends with arrows and write down the equation on the line. Write down the equation on the line. Okay. Then second one, 6 comma 0. Again the same point. 6 comma 0. 12 comma 4. 12 comma 4 will come somewhere over here. And the third one is 3 comma minus 2. So 3 comma minus 2 will come somewhere over here. So if we join, what did I tell you? You extend the lines, mark the arrows at the end, and write down the equation. So the equation is 2x minus 3y equal to 12. So what is the solution? Unique solution. And what is the solution? Yes, so solution set is 6 comma 0. Understand? So this is how you have to draw the graphical method. Understand? Is it clear, graphical method? Should we draw one more graph? One more graph. So we'll take example number 2. 5x minus 8y plus 1 equal to 0. Okay. Chalo, first we'll make x or y as a subject. What do you want to make as a subject? Here also we'll make x as a subject because this y is going to create again problem because it's having minus. 5x equal to
minus 1
-1
plus 8 minus 3.
and x equal to, okay. If you put y as 0, you will get x equal to -1 upon 5. It will be difficult to plot. Consider other values. If you put x as 2, y as 2, so 8 into 2,
8 plus
16. 16 minus 1, 15 upon 5, 3. So got one value. Okay. Then
3 minus 3
minus 3. Okay. So if you put y as minus 3, 8 3 ja,
24
minus 24. 8 into minus 3 minus 24. Minus 24 minus 1 is minus 25 divided by 5 is minus 5. Another value that you can take x y as 7. 8 7 ja, 56. 56 minus 1,
55
55 upon 5, 11. Understand? Another is given to you as 3x minus 24y by 5 plus 3 by 5. So what are you going to do? First take the LCM and remove the fraction sign. So what do you get? 15x 24y plus 3 whole upon. So take 5 on the other side. Make x as a subject. Make x as a subject. Minus 3 plus 24y. हाँ इक्वेशन सेम बन जाएगा तो which type of solution? Coincident line. One other thing that you can do is if you take out 3 common, what do you get? Take 3 on the other side. 0. So since you are getting the equation same as first, so if the equation is same, solution will be same. And if you join those points, you will get the same line. So if it is same line, so which kind of condition? Coincident line. So you can get coincident like this. Okay, so if you want, you can plot the points. Once, let's do the plotting. 3, 2. So 3, 2 will be 3, 2 will be here. Then minus 5, minus 3. Minus 5, minus 3. Minus 5, minus 3 will be somewhere over here. And then 11, 7. So 11, 7 will be somewhere over here. So if you join, you'll get line like this. I have told you to write down the equation of line. And if you draw the other line, you will see that you will get it on the same line. So it is coincident line. So infinitely many solutions. Understand? So this is how we do with the graphical method. Understand? So in the next class, we are going to do with substitution method and if possible elimination method as well. And word problems. So again, word problems are important. There are so many varieties of word problems. It's not practically possible to do all the word problems. You can't do all the word problems. What you can do is to understand the logic. Once you understand the logic, you can write down the equation for any kind of word problems. So no need to do for any word. No need to learn all the word problems. Understand? Understand the logic. I have told you the method for writing down the word problem into mathematical form, expression. I have taught you those 3 rules. So I will again revise those 3 rules, again implement them, and then the word problems can be easily done. So I hope your fear of word problems will go away this way. Fine? Chalo. So thank you. Have a good weekend. Enjoy, watch and share and subscribe.